Welcome back to Gaming Balls Deep. On today's episode, we will be reviewing Marvel Spider-Man 2. First, let me start off by saying I've been super hyped for this game since the first teaser they gave us a few years back. Since I first seen Spider-Man, I've always been a fan. Before the world hopped on the Spider-Man train and started sucking them, it feels like all I hear about is Spider-Man these days when it comes to superheroes. Spider-Man this, Spider-Man that. I'm low-key tired of hearing about Spider-Man as my favorite superhero. It's not a bad thing. I just wish the world was like this in the past. Speaking of sucking, I feel like people sucked the fuck out of the first game. The game was good, but people trying to make it seem like the game was great when it wasn't. It really wasn't. It was okay. People was trying to make the game seem like it was great. But that's something to get into in another video. But this game is fucking great. I beat it in just 2 days. I rarely beat games that fast. The last game I beat that fast was The Last of Us. And I only beat The Last of Us that fast because the story was great. And that's the same case here. They improved on everything from the first game. It's like they listened to everything everyone said was wrong with the first game and improved on it and gave us much more. Like, for example, the MJ mission. In the first game, I couldn't stand it. They felt like puzzles that was in the way of the actual fun action. But in this game, the MJ missions are actually fun. I actually wanted to play the MJ missions after a while. It felt like switching over from Spider-Man 2 to Resident Evil. You gotta play the game to see what I'm talking about. But they gave her a weapon and she can hurt people. All type of shit. And whoever idea it was to put 2 Spider-Man in the game, these days dick suck immediately. I enjoy playing as both Spider-Man. I picked Peter a lot more just because I'ma always go with the original, because that's my Spider-Man. It had a good balance between the 2 Spider-Man also. As I was playing, I never felt like I was seeing either of the Spider-Man too much. They showed Peter a little bit more, but it's understandable because of how the story is constructed. They put hella suits in this game. I stuck with the main suits though, just because suits don't tickle my piece that much. And they also put battle damage in here, like if you get hurt, the suit get damaged. I love that small detail. Like, I haven't seen battles damage suit since the Amazing Spider-Man. The Amazing Spider-Man was cool, but it's not really good. But if you love suits, they have plenty here. I love the combat of this game so much. This game gives you a lot of options when it comes to kicking ass in this game. Miles has 8 different powers to start you off with. No, they start you off with 4. And you gotta unlock the rest as you progress through the story. And every new power is stronger than the last. Miles, for the most part, Peter only had 4 powers. His Iron Spider arms, for the most part, it felt like Miles was a lot stronger than Peter. But that changed after Peter got the symbiote. Playing as Peter with the symbiote was so much fun. It felt good taking down waves and enemies faster than if you was playing with regular old Peter. Don't get me wrong, regular old Peter is still nice, but the symbiote Peter is way better. The Venom suit was perfect on Peter. The design of the suit changed after a few missions. It made you look more aggressive and more intimidating. I like that they kept that hidden from us. Like, they didn't show it in the marketing. In this game, they threw tons of enemies at you.
Spider wants to play, huh?
It's mainly one faction though. Playing, I was thinking, how does Craven have enough money to pay all these guys? The way Craven had all these enemies coming after you, you'd have thought he had a multi-million-dollar company. But Craven faction did have a lot of different enemy types within it. They made another faction, but you don't run into them until the end of the game, which sucks for real. I wish they put one more faction in this game. It would have made everything perfect. perfect. That was the only thing they was missing. One more faction. The boss battles in this game were perfect. The first game battles didn't even feel like boss battles to me, but they improved this problem in this game. The boss battles were more difficult and flashier than ever before. Some boss battles had me wishing I could go back and replay them right after I beat the boss. Games usually don't have me feeling like that. Like, for example, we all know Sandman in the game. He's the first boss. In the beginning, after the first boss. Sorry, that was a spoiler, but yeah, the Sandman boss fight was awesome, and that was the first one. I really get that feeling in my chest where, dang, I gotta go back and fight this man again. As soon as I beat the game, I restarted. Not just for him, but for everything. But the map looked great too. I mostly use my webs to get around the map. The web wings was cool, but I only really used them to get over the water. And that's mainly because there wasn't enough wind tunnels.
We're close. You're doing great.
They made it seem like there was more wind tunnels when there wasn't. New York City felt so much more alive in this game. People ducking their head when you swing past them, helping people get to the hospital.
And there we are.
I ran into this one lady and had to help her find her
You're
uncle.
a good man, Spider-Man.
These little things
Thank you.
make me really feel like Spider-Man. I can say probably this is the best superhero game of all time. And it has to get Game of the Year. No, scratch that. This is the greatest game to ever be made.
Terrific.
Peak fiction. I don't think game is going to get better. I think this is where we hit the ceiling and everything is just downwards from here. They undercharged us for this game, for real. I paid $76 for this game when I should have paid $200 for it. This is peak gaming for real, and if someone says otherwise, they should unalive themselves. Ain't nothing wrong with this game. This game was awesome at every aspect. The game got better as you played through it. Never did I feel down about this game. Never did I regret playing. Most games I buy these days, I play for a little bit and then be mad I bought the game. Not this one. Whoever thought of this game needs help immediately. I need to find them, get on my knees, and finish them in 30 seconds or less. No more. Just 30 seconds or less. That's how great this fucking game is. And if you don't believe me, you have to fucking play. I'm giving this game a rating of 10 out of 10. It really deserves an 11 out of 10, but the skill don't go down. But that's it for this review. I'm finna go play more Spider-Man, and I think you should too. And if you don't got it, well, get it. And I'll see y'all in the next episode.